Well, hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the cameras and software that I like to use for taking pictures. Now, I really enjoy Nikon. Now, I ride cameras hard and put them away wet, basically. And so they don't seem to function at their best beyond a year or less with me, because I usually end up dropping something and that messes it up. So it's through no fault of the cameras that they have issues. So I had a J5, and then I used it so much, so many pictures. Like, we're talking like 40,000 or more, probably more pictures with it. And after a while, it's like, no, you done used me up. And then the 7200, it fell because I had it outside and it gets very windy here. And it ended up falling face first on one of the hard concrete steps. And so it never quite worked right after that. I just haven't. I really wanted to spend the money to take it in, and it'd have to be mailed in because I don't think there was any local places that could have done anything with it. Because probably now, with the use of cell phone cameras and things like that, there aren't that many camera shops around. I could be wrong, I don't know, but I've experienced that there's not that many around. But yeah, so the 7200, I like that, but it got dropped, so now the shutter has some issues. So I haven't used it in a while. In fact, I was going to use it again, but I can't find whatever happened to the batteries for it. So I have to find the batteries, because the batteries are not the same as the J5 or the one that actually works but has no timer on it is the Nikon 3200. But that battery is also different than the battery for the 7200. And before that, I had a Nikon, I think it's 5200. I want to say 50, it's either 52 or 56. One of those two. Or I could be totally wrong, it could be something else. I'm pretty sure it's an even number of 5,000. Yeah, so I really like it. And my husband has Canon Mark 1 and Mark 2. And since it has a timer, and I like to take pictures of the birds that I feed outside, and I like to get natural shots of them interacting with other birds, and plus they probably wouldn't come down if I'm out there, because my dogs would be out there with me, so they wouldn't want to come over, close enough. Like, the camera could be very, very close to them. They wouldn't want me to get that close to get the nice close-ups. So I need ones with timers. But the 3200 does not have one. And the other cameras are not functioning right now due to my fault. So I sometimes borrow the Mark II to put outside to get the birds, but I've not had good results. Yeah, not at all. It will focus like behind the bird or next to the bird. Half the time not focus on the bird, which is the closest thing. It will focus like on a steaming pile of dog poop or something 20 feet behind it. I'm like, really? I really don't want such a good detailed picture of dog poop. I could do without that. I wanted a bird, and that's a dog having a dream behind me, if you can hear it. But yeah, so I don't like it because half the time I can move it into different positions and still it's not, excuse me, I yawn a lot. It's not crisp and clear like the Nikon pictures. It's not as focused, and part of it could be his lenses are not the cleanest. I don't know how he takes such good pictures. He takes pictures for sports that he writes about for the paper. I don't know how he gets such good shots. Maybe it's from the editing. But when I try to get decent bird pictures that are focused, very rarely with the Canon does it happen. It's not focused and crisp like with my Nikons. Excuse me. So yeah, I prefer Nikon, and I'm going to have links in the description for where you can get those cameras that I'm talking about, and also the software. So I really love my Paint Shop Pro, even though the plugins, getting them back on after you have to reset a computer, have been kind of a hassle. Though Corel has been very nice and responded quickly and renewed my license keys for a couple of weeks. Like here, well, you have a couple of weeks that this serial number will be good so that you can put it back on. But now I'm running into problems with I have to contact Topaz because Corel has given me the links in order to get the license key from Topaz, but then Topaz is telling me these license keys have already been used. I'm like, well, yeah, because I had them, but now I'm having to reinstall it. So I mean, why can't you just make those license keys be good forever? Just let them go on a certain number of computers. If it's on one, excuse my yawn. Sorry, got Hashimoto's. Can't stop every time I yawn. A certain number of computers, this code has been used. Deactivate the other one. If you can only do a specific amount, deactivate. Well, we see that you're using it on this one, so we've deactivated it for this one. Similar to what YouTube does when I'm listening to a playlist. If I have it on like one computer and then I go into another room or something with my phone and then I want to listen to it and I forget to turn it off in the other room, then they're like, well, you're using this playlist around this device, so we've disabled the playlist on this device. Press OK if you want to keep listening on this one instead. So I mean, there is a way to do it. But I still like it. I like the effects. regardless of if it's a pain trying to put it back on after getting it again. I still like the effects. It's easy for me to use. I know it. I might try to get a free trial of Photoshop again just to check it out. Even though years ago I did, I didn't like it as much as Paint Shop Pro, and so I just like to stick to that. But anyways, I'm going to put links in the description for various plugins and software and cameras that I enjoy using, and enjoy the rest of the pictures. And thank you for watching and for liking and subscribing, and put in the comments, what type of camera do you have? Do you have a camera? Do you think there's cameras besides Nikon or Canon that are actually better or might be easier for somebody, kind of, well, not kind of, but dyslexic, whose comprehension is a little bit different than, I guess, normal people. So I'm very hands-on. Instructions and things like that are not as helpful to me as doing it. Just doing it. That's how I learn. But anyways, thank you and enjoy the pictures. So